back, Nuggets. About 2 weeks ago I released the first alpha build of my 3D bullet hell platformer called Wrenched to all the people in my Discord. And well... It always amazes me that after 9 months of testing, playing and grinding your own game, you still miss 99% of all bugs. Now, I say it amazes me, and it does, but I also know why. Because when you play your own game, you play it the way you intended it to be played, the way you build it. Sort of to say you know all your intimate secrets of your own game. You know those secrets, but more importantly, you know what to avoid. How to walk through a door just right, where to hit just right, how to fight this boss, how to kill this enemy. And all those behaviors get lodged into your memory and make you not see your game as other people do. And add to that during development you tend to test isolated small chunks of your game and often miss how all things interconnect and the bigger picture. And that is why it's so important to have other people test your game. Because believe me, they will break your game beyond belief. Releasing a demo can be a daunting task for any developer and will leave them sweating and fearing what's to come. You can, however, mitigate this feeling slightly by breaking up your release, as I did. Before releasing the alpha build to everyone on my Discord server, I asked a small group of people if they would test the game first and see if it had any game-breaking bugs in it. By doing it like this, you will catch those initial nasty technical bugs, and so all other playtesters can focus on what's really important, testing gameplay, feel, and design. Because really, nothing is more annoying to a developer than getting 50 messages from testers saying that the game won't start because you forgot to turn on one pop-up in the main menu and basically waste 50 good tests. Believe me, I have been there. And that is because most testers will not give you a second chance. When they open up your game and it doesn't work, their time is wasted and you've wasted a valuable test. Now, bugs will still be there. Believe me, they're always bugs. But by doing this initial technical test, you catch those most prominent bugs which will most likely ruin a tester's experience. And it's a good thing that I did it. By show of hands, how often do you test your game on different screen resolutions? Wait, no hands? Well, hopefully a few. But to be honest, I didn't. And since people are sporting these beasts, you probably should. And so, as the initial few continued testing and breaking my game, I started making a solution to all my resolution problems. I fixed some UI elements falling off the screen and added, with great trouble, a resolution selector in the options menu. Now that everyone could reasonably see the game, it was just a matter of time until more bugs started flowing in. For instance, did you know that when you use an item and then destroy it, you break the game? Or that jumping against stuff when swimming makes you fall through the world? And of course, you can die while talking to people. Luckily, all things easily fixed. In the end, I ended up rewriting a lot of my core systems, but again, I would have never ever found those bugs myself. I fixed those things and made a new build and released it to the whole of my server. And by the way, the alpha build is still up there, so if you would like to be an alpha tester and give your 2 cents about the game, why not join the Cherry Nugget Games Discord server and, well, give it a go. There's a link in the description down below to our Discord server, and your feedback would be very, very much appreciated. And with the alpha build pre-tested, I was feeling pretty good about myself, and I was feeling even better about the build. And of course, after I uploaded, everything went just as expected and everything worked. Okay, I completely forgot to test the game with a keyboard, and I might have forgotten to bind a few keys. Okay, fixed. By now, some great feedback was rolling in, and it was finally time to get down to the nitty-gritty. So let's look side by side at all the things that I did. Feedback in games is one of the most important parts, and so when I got wind that it wasn't quite clear for players when they hit an enemy, I had to fix it. And so now enemies flash white when they are hit. Talking about feedback, in old builds, whenever you killed an enemy, it would drop bolts, which would then automatically swarm towards the player and be picked up. I removed this in favor of bolts dropping with physics, which would automatically disappear, but everyone was like, wait, did I pick up these materials? And so basically I rolled the feature back. I thought physics were fun, but it turns out player feedback is even funner. I guess in some weird way it was a good sign that a lot of people came with the same feedback. It obviously meant that I missed some big things, but that also meant that there were a lot of big wins to be made. Now, I definitely learned a thing or two about releasing a demo by doing all of this, and I hope that you can too. So let me run through all the lessons. Oh, and Lex from the future, you probably should rewatch this video a couple of times to really get it into your brain. First, try and test your game on different resolutions, because there are a lot of resolutions out there, and especially with people sporting monitors like this. Second, if you offer keyboard and controller support, make sure you test both of them. Next, do a pre-release with a small group of dedicated testers to really thoroughly test your game for technical issues. This way you will prevent players from not being able to test your game at all. When you launch your demo, make sure it's at a place where you can easily update it if you have to make changes. Oh, and also for yourself, make sure that people know where to drop their feedback and have it be one organized place. You will thank yourself later. And there you have it, Nuggets, the first alpha build. Again, it is still up on the Discord server, so if you would like to join, follow the link in the description below. And finally, I would like to thank my pre-release test nuggets, Dirt410, Meowsers, Measy, and Roy Nathan. Without you guys, the demo would definitely have been a train wreck. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.